Hello everyone. So today let us take a look at this interesting question on the community from Dennis. And the question is that in Jira, let us say there is a field called machine number or material number. And whenever someone is entering this number in Jira issue, now this number or this material number is basically stored somewhere else, let us say in Excel sheets. Let us say you have Excel sheets where you keep track of your machines, and in that particular sheet or in those sheets you will have other details of your machine. Let us say machine number M1234, and based on this particular number, which is I believe a unique number, you will have other details of that particular machine, maybe your machine model number, your machine details, your parts details, or it could be the manufacturing date. And the requirement here is that based on this number, when someone is entering this number in Jira, the requirement is that we want to fill up or update those other details from Excel sheet to Jira. Now this is a typical example of asset management where ideally you should have because I'm talking about asset management because this user has mentioned here that they have script runner inside and Jira Misc workflow extension. I'll focus on inside. Initially I was thinking that maybe we can do something with VBA, but VBA will work to do something from Excel back to Jira unless you are storing the Jira issue keys as well, which is not the case here. I was also thinking of maybe using a script runner to convert that sheet into CSV. So let us say you have those CSV files and you can store it somewhere on the server, and maybe we can write a script like a listener that can read those CSV files, and it can probably perform an update of other fields based on this machine ID or material number. But that is still a bit fragile solution in my opinion. Because you already have insight, and what you are doing is a typical example of it's like the proper asset management that you're trying to do. So ideally you should try to set up an insight schema, because you can create a schema, and insight schema is a bit like Jira project where you can have different objects and objects can have different attributes. So you will have basically this schema for your machines, and you can have attributes like machine number and other details. And the good thing about Insight is that when you have that schema and when you have data filled in, and by the way, for data filled in, of course you can do it manually, or you can perform import in the beginning. And when you have your Insight data filled in, you can actually expose that material number as a custom field, inside custom field, and you can display it on the issue. So it will be the inside custom field, and when someone is trying to select the machine number or when they enter the machine number, you can actually then display the related data, those are the fields on your Jira issue, which is actually stored in Insight, but you can have a panel on your Jira issue screen. And this is something that you can do very easily using Insight. So do take a look at Insight, and I don't really think you need to. I mean, if you're doing like a one-time activity, then we can also think of updating the fields in Jira. But because you already have Insight, ideally what you should try to do is update or basically create a solution using Insight, which is again not really a complicated thing. You can do a quick POC, and you can then perform this for all the other sheets where you have your data stored. And this is something that, as I mentioned before, is a typical use case of Insight, and you already have it, so use it. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.